What's up, land? This is Nerd's Logic here. I've got a good one for you today, folks. I'm gonna show you how to get collection yields on non-collection properties. Yes, you heard me right. You don't need to buy collection properties to realize collection yield multipliers. As a matter of fact, this strategy is more profitable than your typical collection property yield. This also happens to be a great way to build out your treasure map at a discount and do some USD to UPX arbitrage. Even better, you are not limited to 2 to 4 properties per collection, and your opportunities are practically unlimited. I want to bring your head down from the meta clouds back to the meta ground and show you a few things in a new light that is going to help you understand what's really going on from my analytical Nerd's Logic perspective. There are lots of strategies to turn a profit in Upland. As I see it, they all fall into one or more of these 3 categories: casino, resale, and investing. This strategy falls into the investment category. Long-term wealth is built over time by savvy investors. We're gonna be like Warren Buffett and do some value investing. Strap down, folks, because I've got a lot of explaining to do. You might even want to watch this a few times to soak it all in. Now, I'm quoting the Upland's website marketing blurb here. Join a new virtual economy where you have the opportunity to make money in the metaverse. Start out by earning a return on your properties and collecting fees from visitors. Feeling ambitious? Flip some of your properties for profit in our free and open marketplace, or generate income by becoming a business owner in Upland. Ready to become a mogul? Okay, well, let's unpack this a little bit before we continue. Where you have an opportunity to make money. Well, folks, this is not financial advice. I mean, it kinda is, but for liability purposes, it's not. So I'm going to state the same thing you hear from everybody else. Not financial advice! Honestly though, I'm just showing you what I do. Feel free to copy me at your own peril. I'll take the credit when you succeed, but don't look at me if you don't. The next sentence we need to unpack is, start out by earning a return on your properties and collecting fees from visitors. That line, earning a return on your properties, is what this episode is all about. Let's dive in. Here's a list of collection properties. I'm pretty sure we are all familiar with these. These properties are a trick. It's a trap. Let me show you why. Property and collection property yields are based on their mint price. Collection properties are most desirable for flipping when they're freshly minted, but the profit margins for flipping them get whittled down over time. Not only that, but their true yield goes down as people pay more for these properties. In my opinion, collection properties are jewelry. You want to floss? Flaunt your chain, show some blang? Feel free to decorate your block explorer with collection properties. Here's why. When it comes to collection properties, I think
we have enemy ships in Sector 47!
It's a trap!
When you mint a collection property, you will realize the collection multiplier on the mint price. Let's say that you minted a property for 10,000 UPX and its collection yield is 2 times. That means that you're getting a yield based on a mint price of 20,000 UPX. As we all know, collection properties sell for great markups. If you buy a collection property secondhand, you will not realize a yield based on your purchase price. You will realize a yield based on its mint price. The lowest markup on Manchester Boulevard at the time of publication is 289%. If you were to buy a property that was 10K mint at 289 markup, you'd pay 28,900 UPX plus 5% Upland tax, which equals 30,345 UPX. you would only get a yield multiplier of 66%, not 200%. Here's the math. 20,000 divided by 30,000 equals 66.666%. Not good. Multiply today's property yield of 14.5% by the multiplier 0.66 and you get a 9.6% property yield. It only gets worse as the markup you pay for the property goes up. A cheap property could have a markup of 1,500%, 29,925 on a 2,000 mint property. That would come out to a multiplier of 0.07, not 2.0, or 7% versus 200%. Keep in mind, these percentage values are multipliers of the yield, not the actual yield percentage. If the yield is 15%, 2.0 means the property yield is 30% and 0.07 is barely a 1% property yield. That's rubbish. It's a trick, sucker. There are opportunities to buy collection properties secondhand and realize a higher yield from the purchase price, but we're not going to cover that in this episode. Now, I'm going to show you the smart way to buy regular properties and realize yields that compare to collection multiplied properties. For the most part, it does require that you put new money into the game. If you're down for that, this strategy is for you. If you're not, stick around and let me learn you something.
Stick around.
It doesn't even have to be a lot of money. I buy properties under $10 all the time using this strategy, many around $5. Here's what I do. I go to upxland.me, select properties, then property search. At the time of publication, Los Angeles has the most opportunities to exercise this strategy, so let's choose Los Angeles. Then set the status to for sale, and then let's sort by markup and click search. Here before you is a list of properties that are for sale, below mint price. Under mint means that the property is on the market for less than the price that Upland first sold it for. All of these properties below mint will realize a collection yield even though they're not collection properties. Here's the math. Current yields for standard plain Jane non-collection properties are 14.5%. Here is how you calculate. Upland standard yield percentage. Yield equals annual income, which is monthly earnings times 12, divided by the mint price times 100. In order to find the mint price, you can search just about any property on upxland.me. In this example, the mint price for 362 11th Avenue in San Francisco was 9,000 UPX. Now, let's search for that property and examine its info card. Click on More to reveal additional details. Take the monthly earnings and multiply them by 12 to get your annual earnings. The earnings on this property are 108.86 UPX per month. Multiplied by 12 equals 1,306.32 UPX annual income. Now, divide the annual income by the mint price. 1,306.32 divided by 9,000 and you get 0.14521. You can multiply that by 100 or simply move the decimal point to the right by 2 places and now you have the yield percentage. Let's find and buy a property so I can show you, practically, how this works. I'm going to use upxland.me to locate an undermint property. Select property search and then select a city from the drop-down. In this case, I'm going to search in Rio de Janeiro. Next, select for sale. Next, select for sale from the drop-down and then go to the sort by drop-down and select markup and then click search. As luck would have it, The first hit is listed at 53% of mint value, and it's cheap. Search for the property address you find in Upland using the magnifying glass. Search doesn't always take you straight to the property here in Rio, so let's take a moment to find it. Nope. Here it is. Let's buy it. Man, what a great deal. $4.39 after 5% Upland tax, or 4,390 UPX for a property that minted at 7,900 UPX, or $7.90. Now let's calculate our yield. By examining the property card, I can see that the monthly yield is 95.56 UPX per month. We need to multiply that by 12 to get the yearly UPX yield of 1,146.72 UPX. In order to find out what our yield percentage is, we need to divide the yearly yield of 1,146.72 by the purchase price of 4,390 UPX, which is 0.26. Multiplied by 100, or move the decimal point over to the right 2 places, and we get an annual percentage rate of 26%. Now, let's figure out what the effective multiplier is. In order to do that, divide the yield of 26% by the standard yield of 14.5%, and bada boom, bada bang, you get 1.8. That's right, folks. This property, at the price I paid, is going to yield at a 1.8 multiplier. That's like high-end limited collection yield, but without being in a collection and without paying collection property prices. Even better, the only limit on how many properties you can own at collection yields are how many under mint properties you can afford to buy. I know I said a mouthful. I might have been a little bit less than precise and moved pretty fast, so I've created a handy-dandy spreadsheet that you can download to simplify these calculations for you. Check in the pinned comments below for a link to download the spreadsheet. You won't be able to edit it for yourself until you've downloaded it. You'll need spreadsheet software like Excel to open it, but if you don't have any spreadsheet software, don't worry. I've included a link to a reputable and safe to install software suite that will allow you to open it as well. In this spreadsheet, I've left a couple of examples. I suggest copying line 7 and pasting it on line 8. Edit column A with the monthly earnings from the property card, and edit column E with the price that you paid for the property, and the spreadsheet will do the rest of the work for you. That's what I have for you right now, folks. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content and want to help me out, press the like button to let me know that I should keep it up. Do you want to stay up to date on all things Upland? Subscribe and activate the notification bell to be sure you get notified when I upload new content. I post breaking and weekly news as well as new developments, community challenges, announcements, tours, tips, tricks, and other Upland related content. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I read all your comments. Take it to the next level and join my Discord for up-to-the-moment discussion, exchange information with the community, and find additional resources to help you raise your game. Check out the links in the pinned comment below.